Today we're doing Module 5, Lesson 3, and your learning goal says I can compose and decompose rectangular prisms using layers. Let's talk about what that means for a minute. When it says to compose, another word that you could use, when you think of compose, what do you think of? Do you think of music? And like when you write music, it's called composing music? I don't know. But when you compose something, you build it. And when you decompose something, you destroy or break it apart. Yeah. At Science Camp, you know how you guys talked about decomposers? Because those decomposers are organisms that take things apart. So if you're composing, you're putting together. And if you decompose rectangular prisms, what are you doing to them? Taking them apart. Very good. With a quiet answer hand, remind me what a rectangular prism is. Rohan?
That's shaped like a rectangle.
Okay.
Rectangular size.
Very good. It's a three-dimensional figure that has all the faces are rectangles. What is the volume of this rectangular prism? If you know that each one of those blocks is 1 cubic centimeter. Let me ask you a question. How many blocks do you see there? 4. I know it's a little hard to see because it's dark in color, but here's one block. Oops, here's one block. Here's another block. Here's the block on the bottom, and there's the 4th block. So how many blocks are there altogether? 4 blocks. So if each block, each cube is a cubic centimeter, what is the volume of this rectangular prism? 4 cubic centimeters. Very nice. Okay, how about now? What changed between the previous rectangular prism compared to this one? What was added? Ananya? Another square. Yeah. How many new blocks were added? These yellow ones were added. So how many new blocks were added? 4. So I had 4 originally, one might say in this original layer, and then I added another 4 blocks. So how many blocks are there altogether now? 8. 8 blocks. So what is the volume of this rectangular prism? 8 cubic centimeters. Do you see how I had a green layer and now I added a yellow layer? How about now? How many layers do you see in this picture? I switched the yellow and green by mistake. But how many, I'm not asking the volume, how many layers do you see? Sonatan?
5 layers.
5 layers. Tell me the colors of the layers. There's a yellow layer, there's a green layer, and then what?
Red.
Orange, nice, okay. Blue, and then red. So do you guys see how there's 5 layers altogether? Now how many blocks are in each layer? How many blocks does it take to make one layer on this building or on this rectangular prism? Jithia? 4. Do you guys remember when there was only one layer to begin with? How many blocks were there? 4. So if I have 4 blocks in each layer and there's 5 layers altogether, how many blocks did it take altogether to build this? 20, which means the volume is 20 what? Cubic centimeters. If we don't have blocks in front of us, how can we record the layers that we saw? Well, if I have a 3D figure like this, I just have to split it like this. Do you see how now I cut it? I showed 1 layer. Okay, and then here's my 2nd layer. Here's my 3rd layer, my 4th layer, and then that leaves my 5th layer. Do you see how that works? And then I can use numbers. I can say, okay, in this layer there were 4 blocks. In this layer there's 4 blocks. 4 in this one, 4 in this one, and 4 in this last one altogether, which means that there are 20 blocks altogether.